You racist mother. I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers.
My mother taught me to refuse hate. She taught me to refuse blanket judgment.
I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers.
And in this time, and with all of the internet and social media and algorithms and everything that wants us to think a certain way, the 24-hour news cycle, it is my hope that all of us would teach our kids, and not only to remember, just refuse hate. Don't hate anybody. I refuse to hate someone because they are Mexican or because they are black or white or LGBTQ.
I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers.
I refuse to hate someone because they are a police officer. I refuse to hate someone because they are Asian. I would hope that we would refuse hate. And I want to take this Gene Herschel Humanitarian Award and dedicate it to anyone who wants to stand in the middle. No matter what's around the wall, stand in the middle, because that's where healing happens. That's where conversation happens. That's where change happens. It happens in the middle.
I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers.
So anyone who wants to meet me in the middle, to refuse hate, to refuse blanket judgment, and to help lift someone's feet off the ground, this one is for you too.
I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers. I want that to resonate for a minute. Can you imagine dealing with someone that says, I hate someone because they wear a uniform. I hate someone because of the color of their skin. I hate someone because they live over there. I hate someone because they wear that color. You racist mother. Let me tell you something, man. You are going to have a miserable life. If you promote that type of rhetoric, if you promote that type of narrative, like you live in it, you embellish it, you are going to have a very difficult life. You racist mother. And furthermore, if you promote it for your family and friends. Tyler Perry gave a speech and talked about, why he doesn't have hatred for people. Well, it's the LGBTQ community, whether it's police officers, whether it's white people, whether it's black people, Asian, etc. And people had an issue with that. And the only reason that I feel like people would have an issue with that is because I feel like people like, you racist mother, like to promote hatred. They like to promote hatred. They like to promote disdain. They like to promote separation. They like to promote negativity. They like to promote anything that's going to empower them to a point of delusion. What do I mean by that? I'm glad you asked. We always talk about what American citizens have been through. You know what I'm saying? We can go all the way back to slavery. We could talk about indentured servants. We could talk about Jim Crow. We could talk about mass incarceration, systematic racism, police brutality. We could talk about, economic poverty. Like we can talk about a lot of stuff. But when do we talk about working together? Everybody can't be motherfucking bad. Everybody can't be motherfucking bad. Like, just because you're black, you're automatically a criminal. You're automatically someone that don't give two shits about their children, two shits about having a happy home, two shits about being a productive citizen. Just because you're Hispanic, you automatically want to work at the lowest margin possible. That means you only want to cut grass, you only want to clean houses. It sounds ridiculous. And when you have that mind frame and that thought process, you tend to only think one type of way. You tend to only think one type of way. You have to expand. You have to expand your frame of thought. You have to expand your circle. You have to get out there and network. You have to meet different people so you can get a different perspective. If you only stay in the bad parts where you only see bad shit, it's time to fucking move. Did I stutter? If you only stay where it's crime, if you only stay where it's alcoholism, it's abuse, it's drugs, people are dying left and right, you need to move and go see something different. Change your perspective on life. I think that's the problem that we have right now. People don't want to change their perspective on life. Like, they want to carry hatred. As long as I hate you, then for some type of way, I'm empowered by that. As long as I can say that you're bad, as long as I can say that you're a certain type of way, as long as I can depict your character based on your skin color or based on the uniform that you wear. Now, me personally, I've met a lot of cops. I've met a lot of white people, black people, Hispanic people, regardless. And you know what's interesting to me? What's interesting to me is they're all different. I don't go to sleep with this narrative of, I hope a policeman didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. What I do is I wake up and I think positive. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a cop pulling me over. Okay, cool. I know my vehicle is registered. I know I have insurance, and I know I have a valid driver's license. That's the only three things that you're going to ask. If you got those three things, guess what? You're in the right. There's nothing to argue about. There's nothing to fuss about. Hey, I'm in a 45. I'm going 65. Well, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a ticket. Ain't nothing to argue about. Argue about it in court. But what we do is, and I say we as people, I'm not going to even narrow it down to a gender or a race. I'm going to say we as people, what we do is we aggravate the situation. Not all, but some. A minority. We aggravate the situation, and we feel that we're going to tell the cop what you not going to do. Well, that's the wrong time to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the wrong time to do it. When you get stopped by a police officer, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be honest with you right now, you have very little to no authority. Now, there are some things in regards to, you know, being able to search your vehicle, you know, what they can actually ask you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's a different conversation. But my whole thing about it is, you are not the person in authority once they stop you. And I don't know if it's because we've been around other people who's hyped us up to make us believe that we about to tell these police officers off. Like, let me tell you who the hell I am. Let me tell you what I represent. You don't know me. And it's like, well, technically, they just ran your license plate, so they do know. They do know you. I mean, it just seems to me like it's crazy to think that, you know what I'm saying, that everybody is the same way. You racist mother. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. You know when you let's say your favorite potato chips, right? Your favorite bag of potato chips. I like salt and vinegar, right? Every time I go get a Lay's bag of potato chips, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? I know the flavor. I know the texture. You know, I know they're going to be jipping me on them goddamn chips. Y'all know y'all be jipping us on them damn chips. Bag be this big, you get this many chips. I want to talk to whoever run the Lay's place, because I'm telling you right now, we tired of this shit. But for real though, you people are not packaged that way. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just because you black, all black people. Just because you white, all white people. You know what I'm saying? They're not a bag of chips. Just because you're a police officer, all police officers. And it's crazy when I hear these narratives when we talk about all. It's crazy when I see people put everybody in the same category, whether it's all men or all women or all this one color and all of this one race. It just, to me, it would just be mind-blowing, because I'd be like, where the fuck do you live at? Where do you live at? Like, it seems crazy to me. But there's a lot of hatred going on, man, in the world. And I'm just hoping that if this generation can't do it, I'm hoping that the next generation breaks the barriers. Because what y'all don't understand is that, despite what you say in your little area, that all cops are bad or all black people or Asians are bad, man, let me tell you something. These children today, with all of their gadgets and stuff like that, they can reach out to another neighborhood and say, y'all having the same problem we having? Are y'all parents talking the same way my parents talking? Are police actually beating people down like on a daily basis? I know a lot of people don't want to talk statistics. A lot of people don't want to talk about or mention. They think that talking about black on black crime or just mentioning that phrase together is like, faux-pas, like it's nothing, it's not a thing, it's not an issue. Do America have issues? Yes. Is there racism in America? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But the thing about it is everybody's not racist. You know what I'm saying? Judge people on the content of their character based on what they present to you. Don't already have a preconceived narrative of how bad someone is just because. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. It seems like this preconceived narrative that someone is bad just because of the color of their skin or the uniform that they're wearing. I think that's unfair. Can you imagine saying that all postal workers, are have bad attitudes, or all trash men, are rapists? Like it's just crazy to throw that narrative out there and just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's very seldom that you're going to find all of one race doing the same thing. Very seldom that you're going to find people that say, you know what, we all enjoy Latin music. We all enjoy classical music. Like, everybody's not going to enjoy that. I know Spanish people that don't speak Spanish. So if I say something in Spanish, they looking at me like, bro, keep it in English. Keep it in English. I know black people that don't like rap music. Dog, bro, I don't want to listen to that. Hey, check this out. They listen to country music. So it's like when you put somebody all in one narrative, I'm going to be honest with you, man, you playing yourself. You playing yourself. Not only playing yourself, but the people around you, because it shows that you have a one-track mind. It shows that you haven't leveled up mentally. Because mentally, when you level up, not only mentally, but socially. That means who are you networking with? Who's in your circle? Your social circle. I don't want to know how many black friends you got. I don't want to know how many white friends you got. That's not what this is about. What I'm saying is, when you're exposed to different cultures, your narrative and the rhetoric that spews out with that narrative, it changes a little bit. It changes a little bit. Where I live at, I have Hispanic people, I have Asian people, I have black people, I have white people. It's a melting pot community. It's a suburb community. But the fact of the matter is, what everybody seems to be on the same sheet of music with? Making sure our families are protected, having a positive attitude, coming through the neighborhood, not speeding, especially when there are signs out saying children are playing. Making sure that nothing crazy is going on in our neighborhood, keeping our grass cut, just being polite, waving at people. I just feel like I hate to believe that everybody's the same just because a few people fucked it up. And that's what it is. We're generalizing a situation because of individuals who fucked it up. There are individual black people who fucked it up. There are individual white people who fucked it up. There are individual police officers who fucked it up. So because those individuals have done either heinous acts or just enough acts to get our attention, we now have labeled everybody the same way. All police officers. I don't care if it's Minnesota, Minneapolis, Chicago, New York, California, Texas, I don't care. Y'all all bad. Well, damn, you don't have any police officers in your family that you respect, that you know what I'm saying, they're a good person, that they actually care about doing their job, and they're not taking their job and using it as this power hungry, I'm gonna beat you down and I'm gonna shoot you and I'm gonna kill you. And I woke up on the bad side of the bed. Somebody asked me how did I feel about LeBron's statements or whatever. I think everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think that it's important to get all the facts before you speak. I think that's the issue that we have with celebrities and politicians. Before we get all the facts, we're already talking. We're already talking to the point where now we got to take down social media posts because, oh, well, I didn't know that part. Well, you have an obligation and a responsibility once you decide to speak. If people, you understand that people value your opinion, that you're in a position of status and that what you say counts, what you say matters. And here's the thing, if you say something like, okay, well, I'm tired of, let's just use random stuff. I'm tired of police killing black people, right? Okay. You saying I'm tired of black people dying, I understand. Because here's the thing, it's not just police killing black people. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to hear it. It's not just police killing black people. If you turn on the news and you turn to Chicago, trust me, it's more than goddamn policemen killing black people. So if you come out and you say, I'm tired of black people dying, I can get behind that. I'm with that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Better yet, if you say, I'm tired of people dying. I'm tired of people dying these frivolous deaths, these heinous deaths, these unnecessary, young deaths. A 7-year-old got killed the other day playing in the PlayStation area of McDonald's. What did she do to somebody? What did she do to somebody? It's like we advocate in a manner that brings us no validation on right. Like it brings us no clarity. It brings us no peace, no harmony, no thought process of, you know what, man? Maybe we should relook and rethink this situation on how we need to speak about these situations because people are impressionable. Definitely. LeBron said it. Cardi B said it. Beyonce said it. You racist mother. Jay-Z said it. Kanye. Like, it's like once someone says something of a certain status, oh, it's law. Forget facts. It's law. You racist mother. It has to be true. It has to be true. There's no other side of the story. There's no let me think for myself. There's no wait until the investigation is complete. Nope. A celebrity said it, so it has to be motherfucking true. All police officers are out here killing black people on sight. Well, let me ask you something. How many bullets do it take for somebody to die? Because I'm under this impression that one bullet can kill somebody. How many bullets do you think police officers carry around with them on a regular basis? Just doing a regular patrol. I'm about to say Patron. Turn up, get lit. Patrol. I bet you it's over 40 bullets. I want you to think about what I just said. I bet you it's over 40 bullets. Right? So that means if police officers were deliberately, all of them, because we say all of them bad. All police officers are the devil. All police officers, they roll it. Hey, black boy, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, is that a black girl? Hey, black girl, bow, bow, bow. Is that a black grandmother? Bow, bow, bow. I mean, that's the narrative that's being spun. That's the narrative that's being spun. If you're a police officer, period, you gunning people down. You waking up on the wrong side of the bed, and this is your intent. Okay. Well, I'm thinking that if you have over 40 bullets, it should be a lot of more black people dying, don't you think? I mean, don't you think? Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's the wrong way to think about the situation. Maybe I should just say, because I'm a black person, that all police officers are bad. Maybe I should say, because I'm a black person, that all white people are bad. Maybe I should say, hey, as a black person, hey, you know what? Anybody that lives in the projects is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, learn to think for yourself. Learn to think for yourself, because I'm telling you right now, letting someone else think for you is not only a travesty, right? But it's also unfair to you. It's unfair because it says, you know what, man, I can't think for myself. I'm not adult enough. I'm not human enough. I'm not responsible enough to think for myself. It is too much hatred going on in the world today. We got pandemic. We got all types of other problems and stuff like that. We don't need to be adding to the stress. Is there a lot of shit going on? Yes, there is a lot of shit. That's why we need to work together. And we need to realize who is for us and who is against us. And when I say us, I'm talking about us as humans. Us as humans. I don't care what color you are. Hey, if you are for me, then great. You are for me, then great. You know? But it's the people that's not for you, that do not support you, that do not understand why you feel the way you feel. And this is what I mean in reference to Black Lives Matter. Do Black Lives Matter? Yes. Do white lives matter? Yes. Do Asian lives matter? Yes. But there is a certain particular time where you have to have certain types of conversations. And if there is a black person who dies by the hand of whatever, then Black lives should matter, especially if they didn't do anything wrong. If they didn't do anything wrong, then yes, Black lives matter. If a white person dies at the hand of a police officer, they didn't do anything wrong, then their lives matter. That conversation should be had. That conversation should be had. It doesn't matter what color skin the person is. If they die unjustly, that conversation should be had. And once we start getting comfortable with saying, you know what, you're right. We're so busy trying to defend our own little space, our own little narrative. And my thought process is, where is it getting us? Where's it getting us? We're screaming at all of these. We have all these slogans, these hashtags, these t-shirts, these rallies, these riots, these protests, whatever it is that you want to call them. And my question to you guys is, where is it getting us? Promoting all this division. Because the first question that I would ask is, do Black Lives Matter to black people? Are Black Lives Matter the organization being proactive for all black lives? A lot of people feel like the LGBTQ community is the new push for that movement. That they only want to talk about Black Lives Matter when a Caucasian police officer kills someone, but they're not talking about when a Blood or a Crip or a Vice Lord or a GD kills a black person. You racist motherfucker. There is no Black Lives Matter. So it's like we're picking and choosing when we want to speak out and when it's wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to check gang violence, okay, versus police brutality. I want you to see how many black lives are being taken by other black lives versus police brutality. Is it a conversation we need to have? Yes. But if we're going to say black lives, it should be all black lives, not just black lives that fall victim or prey to white people. Send the message and send it clear. We're tired of the deaths. We're tired of people feeling like they need to be on high alert when they get stopped by the cops. There is a certain protocol that you need to follow. Hey, I got my camera on. Let me turn it and angle it towards here so you can see my movements. I'm not doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying, either hands here or hands folded or whatever case be. You know what I'm saying? Let the cop do what they got to do, male or female. Hey, you know you were speeding? I didn't know, officer. Hey, you know your tail lights? I didn't know, officer. Sir, yes. No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, officer. No. It's like there's a time and a place for everything. Learn to pick your battles. Everybody's not racist. Everybody do not promote hatred. Everybody, because they wear a uniform or because they have a certain skin tone, okay? Everybody's not the same. So I'm hoping that this resonates with somebody, because I think somebody needs to hear this. It's about you promoting a healthy lifestyle. It's about you thinking positive. It's about you supporting your family, supporting your business, supporting your ambitions, and being better both financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially. And in order to do that, man, you got to level up for real. You got to level up for real. This is Tough Love. I'm Mario J. Until next time, y'all are dolled up. Peace. You racist mother. I hate black people. I hate white people. I hate Asian people. I hate Hispanic people. And I hate police officers. You racist mother.